Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're doing another book haul. I know that when I did my first book haul, one of my first videos, I said, oh, I probably won't do this very often. Maybe that phase will come, but I'm kind of in a book buying mode, especially when I realized that a lot of the books that I've rated 5 stars, I don't own. So I'm like, okay, I'm on a mission to buy all of the books that I love that I don't own yet. So what I've decided is in my budget every month, I'm going to set aside some money for books and collectibles. And I'll pull from that money if I need to throughout the month, but whatever I have left over in that budget at the end of the month, I'm going to use to buy books off of my wish list of the 5-star books that I've read and loved. So this is the first of those. This is all of the books that I bought in using my August budget money for my books. Yeah, duh, for my books. So I'm going to start with this book, No Crystal Stair. I read this book a long time ago, and I did read it through ebook. I realized that there were a lot of books on my TBR that I could get ebook version from the library, and that meant that I would have easy, quick access to them because I kept forgetting to go by the actual library. That aside, No Crystal Stair. It is a Coretta Scott King Award winner, and it calls itself a documentary novel. So it's based in real life, a real man, but it takes a novel form. And I knew nothing about Louis Michaud, the bookseller who is at the heart of this novel, and all that he did in Harlem to make this literature available, literature, music, arts, etc., was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And this book, I am a little disappointed that when it came to me, this corner was bent. So I've been keeping it at the bottom of the stack so that the corner will be nice and flat. But other than that, this book, I love the format of it. I love all of these different pieces that go in it. Actual first-hand primary sources. Next, we have the first and the third of the Hunger Games series. Now, when I went to the really big book sale that I talked about before, I did find Catching Fire, so it's not like I just skipped Catching Fire, but I realized, I don't know how I did this, that I never actually purchased the Hunger Games series. This is a series that I first read via audiobook. I got them from the library, and it was when I first started teaching, and at first I didn't know what to make of it. I really wasn't into much dystopian fiction at all, especially the YA trend that really got started with the Hunger Games. At first I'm like, do I like this? I don't know, but then the other audiobooks were available, so I got those, and oh boy howdy, my love was cemented with Catching Fire, which I'm not holding right now. But then that love for Catching Fire renewed my love for the original Hunger Games, and I do know there's a lot of people that don't like Mockingjay, but I absolutely love Mockingjay. So now I have the complete set in hardcover. Speaking of matching sets, or in this case, not matching sets, I got Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmare. So I got Strange the Dreamer, the original UK cover, but it's paperback, but it's nice. I like it. I like the nice solid paperbacks, and I thought, hey, this is great. I didn't pay attention when I was purchasing them, and ended up with this gorgeous, stunning, amazing hardcover version of Muse of Nightmares. I look at it and go, oh, I love this. I love this so much. And now I have a dilemma because I have the, whoops. I have the UK paperback cover and the US hardback cover, which I actually like the US hardcover for Muse of Nightmare better than the UK, I think, but they don't match and now I want multiple versions to make them match. So we'll see. But these, I absolutely love these. I love the lyricism. I love the depth to the characters. These characters, oh, love them, and was so thankful that Muse of Nightmares did not disappoint, because I loved Strange the Dreamer so much. I'm like, oh no, where is Taylor gonna go with Muse of Nightmares? Love them so much. Now I just need all the pretty covers. Next I have Evicted. Evicted is a very powerful look at the systemic racism that affects primarily African American women, women of color, and how the justice system incarcerates so many of Black men, and that gets talked about a lot, and it needs to be talked about a lot, and it needs to be fixed. But then Evicted shines a spotlight on how systemic racism targets the women and those left behind when the men are jailed and incarcerated. And it's so powerful, and it makes you think about our housing system and how messed up it is and how much we need to fix it. Next we have With Fire on High. With the purchase of this book, I now own all 3 of Elizabeth Acevedo's books. I did, when purchasing this one, go through and look to see if she had purchased any more, because she is now an auto buy for me. This book, oh, I love it. Her lyricism, the way that she gets in the heads of these characters, but like she's let these characters speak out and get inside your head. So it's not like she's getting, it's so hard to explain. I love this so much. I love Imani. Sorry. I love Imani so much. This might be my favorite of Acevedo's 3 books. I'm debating because I have Poet X and Clap When You Land in my classroom library, but I love this one so much it might just stay in my personal library. It's been a really long time since I read The Last Dragon Slayer. It's written by Jasper Ford, the same author of the Thursday Next series. The Thursday Next series is adult fiction. The Last Dragon Slayer and one of his other series, they're either middle grades or young adult. But I remember loving it so much, and the idea of magic and his inventive use of magic, that I had to buy it and put this in my library, and I'm definitely working on collecting the set. The last thing in my book haul. So I hope this comes across in the camera. We'll see. I realized I have and own all of the Percy Jackson series and the Heroes of Olympus series in Spanish, but I never went through and got them in English. I found this amazing box set. So I have a box set of the Heroes of Olympus still on my list. So I started with the Percy Jackson series, and I opened this up and I saw these matching spines and how they come together to form one picture. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Now I'm not going to take them out of the box because they are very tightly well packed, but on 2 sides of the box you get some of the covers. So what it has here, it says Percy Jackson and the Olympians, so that's the name of the series, but you have one cover here, one cover here, and then on the 3rd side you have all of the covers. But I really like the covers on this version a lot better than the standalone. I think the art, it works really well. This one is definitely staying in my personal library. It is not going into my classroom library. So that concludes this month's installment of the book haul. So this month I purchased 13 books, including 1 box set. So I'm excited to see what books I'll get next. And going forward in these monthly book hauls, they're all 5-star reads for me. These are all books that I loved, adored, absolutely recommend to everyone, and I can't believe that I didn't have them in my collection until now. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.